Hi everyone. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Welcome to last session of my pre-seen June 2024 analysis, right? Pre-seen June 2024 analysis. I hope you guys have liked my sessions previously, and I've been getting response across the world from these pre-scenes and the crash courses that we are offering. So hopefully you guys would have got a great benefit from here. I believe that, right? Yeah. So now what do we have to look for in this case is that any additional requirements that we can get, right? We have analyzed the case completely till now. We have got good information on pet vet service industry in Ireland, right? We have got a good information there. And then we have got challenges within the industry. Then we have got challenges within the industry in Ireland, recruitment and selection, long working hours. Then we have got company background. Then we have basically got the ownership structure, how it's designed, board and organizational structure. Then we have got many things on weaknesses of corporate governance. So we have analyzed it up in a very better way, right? Now we have just to look at the information system of the company and the risk associated with it and the financial numbers and website extract. So this will probably be the last session for the analysis. And from the day tomorrow, we'll start our crash course in which we'll be solving the similar type of requirements, right? In which we'll be solving the similar type of requirement. Now, the business management software used by PVS to record client and patient information and schedule consultation is an off-the-shelf package, right? It's not the bespoke one. You must be remembering the bespoke that's basically made for you, right? Off-the-shelves are basically already made, right? Already made with slide modifications, already made with slide modifications. And these definitions we have covered in our theoretical discussions on our learning and management system. I've told you many definitions. So off the shelf means that, right? The students of mine seeing this must have an idea what I'm talking about, which has been used by PBS for 8 years, right? Now that means that that software can be outdated as well. Huh? That software can be outdated or not as per the market practice, huh? Not as per the market practice. The PVS website includes a search functionality which enables prospective clients to find clinics near them, which enables prospective clients to find clinics near them. Basic information about services offered by each clinic is included as well as telephone contact. Now that seems an updated one, right? That it has a functionality to locate the clinics, right? This seems to be a better functionality or up to dated that you can locate your doctor or locate your clinic. That's really good, right? Now, basic information about the services offered by each clinic is included, as well as telephone contact details for booking consultations. Telephone contact and details for booking consultations, right? Now, the website also details the executive team and provides some limited information on PVS, its mission and values. Now, the website also have the information on the executive team, like the leaders here, and it also provides its mission, values, and all that. And we have a website extract. We have a website extract here, so we'll look that later. But just for the knowledge, we have got the information on website as well, right? We have got information on website as well. Now, although emails are used with PVS and with suppliers, there's no facility for clients to communicate with clinics via emails, and PVS has limited social media presence. Now, this seems to be a major weakness as you have limited social media awareness. Now, basically, it's basically, I would say, a world that prefers social media more, right? So if you are not existing on social media, or if you have a limited social media presence, so there's a high chance that potential loss of revenue, that potential loss of revenue occurs because of no socially active people. Guys, this marketing thing is very important. Just remember, this marketing thing is very important because this potentially targets your customer. If you have very limited social media awareness, if you have very limited social media presence, then how can you target your potential customer? So this is a point of significance. I will say, this is a point of significance. I'll say. Now, there's a staff intranet which includes news about what is happening internally within PVS and in the wider industry. So there's a staff intranet which includes news about what's happening internally as well as in wider industry. This is information resources for staff and the area for blogs. So we combine some information pertaining to staff as well, right? We combine some informations pertaining to staff as well. Now, despite its past history for innovation, despite its past history of innovation, PBS is yet to make major investment in technological advances in pet care. So we are short of, I can say, we are short of major investment, right? We are short of major investment. We haven't done that. So we have to look for it also. There might be a question of significant investments being done, right? There might be a question in which they might decide that whether this particular investment can be done or not, right? Because we are short of these investments, We are short of these investments, right? Now, the services. Now, what this head brings to us, right? Then suppliers, then risk. The challenges are separate. The risks are separately mentioned. Now, the services. The size of clinic determines the services offered. That's common, right? Higher the size, higher the services. Higher size would result in higher service, right? Higher size would result in higher service. Now, PVS's larger clinics can carry out a wider range of diagnosis and surgical procedures than smaller ones. So there's a difference between the large versus smaller ones, right? There's a difference between large versus smaller one, right? Now, if a smaller clinic cannot carry out a procedure or test, the patient is referred to the large PVS clinic. But again, in the same area, if there is, right? But the thing is, through this, the customer could potentially lose because they might think that we are the small businesses, right? We are the small business. And usually customer want provision of services at one particular destination. They cannot rush here and there. So if there's any large clinic in front of our or near to our smaller clinic, so customer might go there. Customer might go there. Now, although historically PVS developed and introduced an innovation range of pet care services, there has been a very little innovation in recent years. Again, a potential loss of revenue. That we are not innovating. We are not innovating. So potential loss of revenue not being the innovative one. Potential loss of revenue since you are not being the innovative one. In the past 2 years, there have not been any service offerings. So that means we are not tech friendly, I would say, and we are not innovative friendly as well. The timings for the clinics are these: Monday to Friday. Its veterinarians provide emergency cover outside the opening hours on a rota basis. So there is an emergency cover. There is an emergency cover that's on rotation. Now, to attract and retain clients, right? To attract and retain clients in an increasingly competitive market, to attract and retain clients in an increasingly competitive market, PVS started the PVS healthcare plan 2 years ago. So we started the PVS healthcare plan 2 years ago, and the plan provides annual vaccinations and other routine treatments, right? And the plan provides annual vaccinations and other routine treatments to pets for a monthly fee, right? To pets for a monthly fee payable by direct debit. So clients who join the plan known as members can also pay for cost of expensive treatments, procedures at a later date, right? So clients who join the plan known as members can also pay for the cost of expensive treatment and procedures, right? Cost of expensive treatment and procedures at a later date, right? So although this has an impact on PBS's cash flow, the retention rate of plan members as clients is higher than of clients who are not plan members. So now see what they have done. They have basically uh, given an option, I would say, of subscription that they call a plan, that healthcare plan, like who is going to be enrolling in this plan. They can get some discounts and annual vaccinations and other routine treatments by a monthly fee, paying by the direct debit. So this might be lower. Like if you're visiting the consultation again and again, you might have to pay higher. But if you have monthly subscribed it, it's just like for a Netflix movie. If you want to see a movie, if you're going for Netflix and subscription being done by regularly, or you pay, or you are going to pay for a per movie ticket, right? So it's gonna be expensive. But if you have subscribed it monthly, then you get a significant cheaper, right? So now clients who join that plan known as members, right? And there's a high chance that members not gonna be leaving you. They'll be more loyal. Members will be more loyal, right? Members will be more loyal than the ones those who are not the members, right? Now, PBS has state relied on the visibility in town centers and word of mouth recommendations to attract new customers. Its marketing activities have limited to posters, its clinics and advertisements to local newspaper. Now, there's an issue, huh? I think lack of marketing also here. Like, I think lack of marketing also, like there should be social ads, there should be messages, there should be emails, there should be any type of marketing rather than just these, right? There should be any type of marketing rather than just these two, rather than just these two. I might say their marketing pattern is outdated. I would say that their marketing pattern is outdated, right? The marketing pattern seems to be outdated here, huh? Yeah. So suppliers, huh? Suppliers. Now see, PBS sources all medication and supplies needed for pet treatment for all and vet services. So what are suppliers? We source all medication and supplies needed from Ireland Wet Supplies Limited. So it's a one supplier only, the largest wet wholesaler in Ireland. And since it's one, so bargaining, its bargaining power is high, right? Since it's one, its bargaining power would be high, right? It's one, so its bargaining power would be high. It is a long established supply with Ireland, and because purchasing is carried out centrally by PBS, head office based on information from individual clinics. It gets a good bulk discounts, but again, since it's individual and it's the largest, so I think this supplier has more bargaining power. He can increase prices whenever he want. He can give you discounts and he can reduce your discounts whenever he want, because he is the largest and there's no possibility of switching these suppliers, because there doesn't seem to be any. Huh? Now, pet food and accessories are sourced from number of pet food suppliers, including the Glass Group, which owns a number of pet food brands and purchased directly by individual clinics. So we buy the medications from vet supplies, and we buy the accessories and food from pet food suppliers, including the Glows Group, right, which owns a number of pet food brands purchased directly by individual clinics. So who was Glows Group? I guess it's one of our competitor. So that means we are dependent on our competitor as well. Huh? That means that for food and accessories, we are dependent on our competitor as well. Huh? For this particular segment, we are kindly dependent on our competitor. Huh? Now, PBS maintains a risk register, and its risk management program is responsibility of the internal audit function. Now, the risks covered on the risk registers are common to most pet vet organization in Ireland, right? They are common to most pet vet, an extract of risk register. See, guys, whenever they ask you the risk register, a question pertaining to risk analysis or risk recommendations, right? A question pertaining to risk analysis or risk recommendation is there, right? A question pertaining to risk analysis or risk recommendations are there. So risk is competition, and description is from national, regional, and local organizations, particularly on price. So competition seems to be on price. Key employees. So we have a risk of failure to attract and retain staff, particularly veterinarians, due to more in demand and shortage in the market. So there's a shortage of talent as well. This is also a risk, right? Health and safety, failure to comply with these legislations, which is set by our professional body. Huh? This was set by our professional body. So the blue ones are basically the requirements, right? So set by these compliances are set by our professional body. Now, adverse publicity, so it's from mistakes in diagnosis and treatment, from mistakes in diagnosis and treatments. That's adverse publicity, right? That's adverse publicity. So this was all from the informations used, from the services, from the suppliers, and from the risks, right? And from the risk. Now, if we can see the financial information, you could analyze that we have been growing here, and then all of a sudden, this happens. Now what's that? It's simply, I've read that I would say backward. If we see, like, it's 1999, it's 2000, so we grow here, and then from that we are declining. So declining from 4 years, declining from 4 years. Similarly, if we see the satisfaction score, so it's also declining. That means customer satisfaction is compromised. Now, see, if we can say that we have reduced the prices for the customers, so why the satisfaction is not increasing? So that means they both are going down, right? They both are going down, and that's an issue. That's an issue. That's your KPIs, and both of the KPIs has badly performed. Both of the KPIs has badly performed. Similarly, if we can say the staff turnover is high, staff turnover seems to be high and increasing. Now that could be due to demand of veterinarians, right? We might not be able to pay that. We might not be able to pay that demand. There could be an issue of that as well. This could be an issue of that as well. Similarly, new clients. Now, what's that? They have also reduced. We have attracted only 7 new clients here, right? 7,000 new clients here. and the best one of 16. So I guess what I believe is that this particular year was our best one. Huh? This particular year, the 2001 was our best one. And slowly and steadily, we are moving towards, our worsening position. Right now, these are the words, these are the analysis that you should do, that our revenue is declining. Ideally, revenue decline should result in high satisfaction, but that's again low. One of the reason could be the staff turnover, as the veterinarians, those who are experienced, are leaving this company. Therefore, the new ones might not be able to satisfy the doctor, satisfy the patients. And therefore, since we do not have the experienced one, we are not able to attract new clients as well. Since we do not have the experienced one, we are not able to attract the client as well. Right, guys? So this was probably the financial summary that we can have. Now, the last thing, that website extract, procure vet services to ensure our patients have long and happy lives, to be the vet organization of choice. So vision and mission seems clear. Strategic objectives, give our clients what they want, retain our staff so that who deliver the client services. Now what I think, that objectives are not being met because we are not giving the clients what they want. Why? Because satisfaction is down. So we can comment on that I don't think so our objectives mentioned on the website are met. Retains to staff. So I guess this also doesn't met. The reason is high staff turnover. How can you say that this objective is met where we have high staff turnover? Be leaders in vet care and client services. We are not the leaders, guys. We are not the leaders. We are the fifth one. And we might lose this position as well. Why? Why we might move these positions as well? Because we are not growing. We are downing daily. And deliver profit via differentiation. Again, challenge to be here, that our revenue is declining. So how we can deliver the profit if the revenue is declining? Huh? How we can deliver the profit? Now, our values, teamwork and collaboration. We help and support each other so we can help and support our clients. We are transparent, open, and stand up for what we believe. We provide a first-class innovative service by understanding and fulfilling the individual needs. So these seems to be the values, and I cannot question anyone's values until and unless any particular data is given, right? So these seems fine. If there are any questions, you guys can raise here. If there seems to be any questions, you guys can raise here. Now, are you looking for a fulfilling career with an organization which aims to be a better organization of choice in clients and staff? We'll empower you to provide highest level of services to our clients and of a family atmosphere, flexible working, market-leading salary, and generous. We have clear strategies in place. So this is probably a career opportunity at mentioned in the website. And why is that mentioned? Due to staff shortage. Why is that mentioned? Due to staff shortage, right? This is mentioned due to staff shortage. We are proud holders of standards for pet accreditation, and now we are done with our case. So guys, if I summarize this, what exactly do we have from the case? We have this complete PDF, right? We have this complete PDF where my analysis has been done. And I'll share it with you. If you guys want, you can text me on WhatsApp. I'll share that PDF with you, don't worry. So we got to know about this industry, about the country, about the product portfolio, about the market structure, right? We went on to the industry outlook, that how industry is performing, as we have set a benchmark as the industry, and then we compared that with our actual performance of the company. There were some challenges as well, right? There have been some innovations and developments as well, right? There is the regulatory body which offers a couple of compliances to the companies, which offers couple of compliances to the companies, right? Then we got a lot of information about the company, how we maintained the decorum, who was Peter, we knew that. We have 168 clinics in South. We might not have anyone in the North. We have head office in South as well. Total number of staff, our strategic position, the ownership structure, right? And the board structure and who is responsible for what. So these all are the terms that we have got to know now. The services, suppliers, risks, financial information, as well as website extracts. Now keep reading these again and again. And even if you want, you can listen to my classes again and again for this advanced case study. And ideally, you guys should have each and everything in your mind, these 10 pages. And while drafting the answer in the case, you do not have to go back to the pre-seen. You can directly commit. You can directly write that. So therefore, you have to read it again and again. You have to discuss these possible scenarios again and again so that you can directly relate in the exam. So that you can directly relate in the exam. Hopefully, you guys would have liked my session. Guys, this is my number. It's 923312623849. You guys can text me on WhatsApp, giving a feedback of these classes, as well as I wish you all the best for your strategic business leadership June 2024 exam. What I'm going to give you guys is I'll try to record a couple of more past papers, as I've already recorded it on my channel, right? My channel includes, my YouTube channel includes approx 4 to 5 past papers being solved, right? Now I'm heading towards our crash course. That crash course is basically, it's basically giving you 3 mocks. I'll solve 3 mocks recently been published by ACCA on the exam platform. And after that, I'll basically give 3 mocks to you, and you'll solve that in the exam time and condition and revert it back to me for checking, right? And revert it back to me for checking. I'll check, I'll give you individual feedback, and I'll opt for these mocks which have these similar kind of requirements highlighted by me in this case, so that you can relate in the exam, right? Guys, remember one thing, that if you guys want to pass SBL, the simple key is practice. So in these last 8 or 10 days, if you practiced at least 5 to 6 papers, like 2 or 3 with me and 2 or 3 by yourself, you can easily pass this paper. Individual feedback from the tutor is important. So make sure you solve as many as papers and you send it to me for checking as many as you want, so that I can provide my better guidance to get you past this paper. So this is all from my side. Hopefully, I believe that each and everyone, you will be able to clear this paper. See you in the crash course and in the next papers as well. Thank you.